Yeah, Christina, thank you though for that great reporting, as always.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so much. Let's continue on discussing this, the latest in that turbulence within
What's up, my phone, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up?
this tweet from Jackie Heinrich talking
There we
about
go.
this here on Live Now from Fox, talking about resources.
Yeah, man.
Harris are expressing
Strike
concern
that
over
strike.
Harris's path to victory and
Yeah.
too narrow to overcome. One source at
Strike that
Harris
strike. I was just on time, too.
Your path is so narrow that she's
Strike
not
that
doing what
strike,
she
man.
needs to do in
Cover
Pennsylvania,
that.
Michigan, and Wisconsin. The
You know what I'm
exit polls
saying?
I saw hours ago.
This is for the
accurate.
world,
They
Craig.
suddenly outperformed
For the
those.
world.
Don't believe that will happen. Asked about this, a second source close
Yeah,
to
we
Harris
wasn't ready.
told me, quote, I 100% agree. The path is very difficult to victory. His numbers are higher than expected in counties where he should be losing by larger margins in Pennsylvania and
Oh, shit, I
Michigan.
forgot to put
A
in.
third source close to the campaign said, I think we're losing this. Hearing word that Harris may be coming to Howard University soon, but not for another hour. So that's reporting there from Fox's Jackie Heinrich about what we're learning with this race for the White House. Not a lot of call. North Carolina was called for Trump, but Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin yet to be called at this point as well. All right, let's continue on here on Live Now for Fox.
No, I'm not talking about the president. I'm not talking about the president. I'm talking about everything else.
Continue this feeling of what
Like,
we're feeling from inside the
voted
camp.
no
Rich, I want to
for-
ask you,
for
how concerning is it, and how real are these feelings of uncertainty within that camp?
I think it's a lot of uncertainty. There's probably a lot of pessimism within the Harris camp. I think that some of these places specifically, they thought that they were going to do a lot better when some of these counties came in. What's basically happening is that Donald Trump is overperforming. There's still a path certainly for Vice President Harris to win, but it's becoming a more and more narrow of a path. And I think that my guess is that there will certainly will not have the election called tonight, but it's becoming extremely. There obviously is a lot of pessimism within the Harris camp right now about the results and what they've seen.
I got to ask you about the blue wall, Rich. So as we look at our map here, the blue wall, that's something that everybody's been discussing ad nauseum. Of course, the blue wall states are Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Ever since 1992, these three states, they have voted as a unit. Most of the time, they voted blue. In 2016, though, they voted red. Why do these three states tend to vote as a unit? Is there any understanding?
Yes, and they're very similar, although Pennsylvania is not a Midwest state, it's more of a northeastern state. Michigan, Wisconsin, of course, are both Midwestern states.
All right.
But there are a lot of those, what's a very important constituency, and those are white, blue-collar voters. Many of them are traditionally Democrats. Many of them were Reagan Democrats. They came back to the Democratic Party, voted for Clinton twice, voted for Barack Obama twice, and then they moved over to Donald Trump. And I think part of that it is trade agreements like NAFTA, for example, disproportionately had an effect on some of these counties and some of these parts of these states. As a result, there's been a lot of job losses, and whether it's right or wrong, they blame it on trade agreements. Those trade agreements essentially had bipartisan support. NAFTA, for example, had Bill Clinton signing it, with Bob Michael in the House and Senate respectively, getting it through. A lot of Republicans
set up real
were kind
quick.
of free trade, laissez-faire.
Let's see what's going on behind me.
Very well, didn't bode well in these parts of
And
the
y'all hear the
country.
chitty chats in
Now
the
you
circle,
have
you
Donald
feel
Trump,
me?
and that Donald Trump is
Selection night, it's about that season, it's about that
of,
time, feel me?
of the vice president of the Democratic
So
Party.
what we got going on here, we're gonna have
A
a
lot of
first
traditional Democrats,
of many,
independents,
maybe the
conservative
first of a
Democrats
last.
went over
He
and they
seems like
voted
the
for
type
So
of
we
guy
got-
that
first time they're
we
seeing
got,
that again. It's a problem
hold on,
Democrats have
let me
is
get
something
her,
that Bernie
let me get my
Sanders
fit
did in
right.
2016.
I literally just
He
popped
took
on
a
here, I
very
just
similar
popped on.
position
You know
on
what I mean?
issues like trade.
Hold on,
And
let's
the
see
other
how
thing
that
is that the
fit.
Republicans do not have the traditional kind of anti-labor rhetoric. For example, J.D. Vance is somebody who is opposed to the idea of right to work laws. They're trying to become more and more populist and more friendly to the workers to that respect. And I think that is certainly helping them and boding well in trying to unlock that really was a hammerlock the Democrats had from 1992 to 2016.
All right, very, very good. I do want to ask you more about Trump and the movement that is behind it. And I want to put up several of the posts here on social media.
This one saying there is still no sign of Harris at a rapidly thinning watch party at Howard
And it's
University,
not
her
just
alma mater. She'd be
the-
speaking soon to a nearly deserted campus if she does
My
not.
bad, y'all bear with
Soon,
me,
and that
man.
is in contrast to what we're
In
seeing.
the meantime, between time, y'all listen up to folks. You feel me? He got everything going for you.
So that's including you and Albert.
Post, as you
So-
can see from the New York Post, say Donald Trump arrived at Mar-a-Lago election night party there.
He
with
doesn't
some
give a
of his
fuck if you're
supporters as
Hispanic,
well.
period.
Rich, I do want to ask you about something else that was said in that post, in the reporting from Jackie Heinrich, talking about the fact that his numbers, Trump's numbers, are higher than expected in counties where he should be losing by larger margins in Pennsylvania and Michigan. What do you think of that? Where Trump is,
Trying to set
his
that
numbers
camera
are
straight,
higher
hmm?
than expected in some of the
Get in
counties there
position.
in the Harris campaign and what they're expecting. What does that mean?
You know, back in 1982, Tom Bradley
Lighting
was
looks
the
good.
mayor of
Lighting
Los
make it look like
Angeles.
it's
He was
16.
running for
We
governor
on
of California.
12.
He was African American. And he took polls, and the polls showed he would win anywhere from 10 to 15
You know what I'm
points.
saying? Gotta get yourself
Then
right.
people went to the polls, and Tom Bradley ended up losing. And one of the arguments why he lost the race was the
Wow.
so-called Bradley
I'm
effect,
looking at
meaning
the
that
Florida
voters
map
would
right
tell
now, and it's
pollsters
county by
that
county.
they were willing, that they were going to vote for him, and then when they
Orlando,
actually got to the polls, they could not vote for
Miami,
African American. There
we're
were other
all
factors as
blue.
well. For example, Jerry Brown was running for
I
Senate.
knew
And
people
his
around me were
campaign
voting
kind
for
of floundered
him.
to
I
the
knew
end,
that.
toward the end, and that had a disproportionate effect on Bradley. What I'm saying here is essentially that there might be voters in the suburbs of places like Philadelphia who will tell pollsters, because they don't know who the pollster is, it's perhaps not
Let
politically
me
correct to
post
say
it
you
live,
support
y'all. Let
Trump
me
in
share
the
it
law.
live.
This is all
Let them know
speculation
we
here.
live.
They could be telling pollsters that they'll vote for Donald, that they're not going to vote for Donald Trump, but once they go in there, the Australian ballot or the secret ballot, if you will, they end up
Post this
actually
live.
voting for Donald Trump. So that's one scenario. The other scenario is that Donald Trump's effort, they might just have a better get out the vote rally, get out the vote effort.
I don't know
and
if
they
you can
might have just
see
had a
my
better
camera.
ground
I'm
game,
sorry,
and
I'm
perhaps
not
that
ignoring
that
it.
ground
I'm
game
just
was
looking
kind
at
of
I'm looking at my
underappreciated, and now they're seeing the fruits of their labor.
I just started.
Let's talk a little bit about
Kinda
Georgia. This
upset
is
about
one
the
state,
woman's.
Rich, that
I'm upset
we've
about
been
the women's
focusing in
rights
on.
thing.
In Georgia, it's interesting.
upset
Georgia
with the
right
way
now has
We live on YouTube right now. Come subscribe, get your view, and drop your
Women are getting their rights taken away.
point on why you think this should be the next president or why not.
And you don't work for the Associated Press.
Yep.
That's who's calling these races for us. But when you look at these figures, what do you say
I did that loud. My bad, y'all.
It looks very dim. I mean, we don't know obviously until we get 100% of turnout. It's obviously very close, but perhaps she did not maximize the votes that she could get in places like Fulton County. It's interesting because her strategy. She actually spent 2 days in the campaign trail just riding through
Rape.
South Georgia.
Rape the women, brought
rural parts of
diseases.
Georgia, some of whom were traditionally Republican areas, to try to minimize the damage that they could have in those areas. This really was for naught. It didn't really have necessarily the effect that they thought it would. They also employed Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was
That's exactly what Trump is doing, because
traditionally
Yes, sir.
the types of people similar to those that Bill Clinton won over in 1992 when he actually won the state. He went out and tried to get those. It looks like despite what Barack Obama did, despite what Bill Clinton did, despite what Harris did, despite what Kim Walz did, they seem to be treading water right now. And if they lose Georgia,
Alright, let me get my shades too, y'all. Why didn't y'all tell me to put my
Yes, it's a
shades on?
shame. I mean, it's a bad look
Which
for
one
us
should I
very
do?
interesting state, certainly.
that we're
It
giving
is
the
some
shit
very
and the
democratic
stick,
areas
and
right
they
around
got
Atlanta.
you
You have
do
the
that.
maximized turnout,
You're not
as
gonna
well
get
as
out
some of
there
the
and do
African
shit
American areas toward the southeast,
for the
eastern
prices
part
that
of
we
the
do.
southwestern part of the
For the
state.
amount of time that we do.
It's gonna be very interesting to see what the final results are going to be in the peach state.
Yeah, I do want to ask you about that because we're hearing different reports about.
No, you got games on your phone?
Maybe the delayed votes
Well,
that they're
if
gonna,
not,
tally
we live
up
right now on
in
YouTube. Come
Talk
check
about
us out,
some of
baby.
the
Yeah,
areas
click the
around
link below.
Because Gwinnett County around Atlanta, how strong are they
Let me
for
hear that.
Kamala Harris? How
I might have to do it over. Y'all think I gotta do it over?
the kind of areas
I'm doing the
around
drops
Kamala
live for
Harris,
y'all,
and
see
how
what I'm saying?
critical will these be, even if they are?
It's a very interesting state. Right around Atlanta, you have areas like, for example, if you keep driving, you run into places like Marietta and Sandy
Let me do
Springs,
it
which
again,
is
let me do it
actually
again.
used
I like
to be
it, but
very
let me do it again.
Republican. Newt Gingrich was actually represented that area for that area. So it was a very conservative congressional district. but when I say conservative, they're more or less fiscally conservative, but they're kind of socially moderate. And Donald Trump is kind of inhospitable to their ideology, so consequently, a lot of them now have.
Yo, you got games on your phone?
For example.
Well, if not, we live right now, baby. Come check us out on YouTube, RSTFU_TV. Yeah, election night, we going crazy. Who you got? Trump or Kamala Harris, man? We're going to have either the first indicted president today, or is we going to have the first female president? You know. Let me see. That might have been too long. I might have to do it again.
Trump's kind of new populist type of an ideology.
Might have to do the drop again.
Right around very much educated class, places like Marietta, where there's really not much of a southern accent. Those are the types of places that I think Vice President Harris really thought she could capitalize on.
I gotta ask you about Michigan, specifically about Wayne County. We see behind me here, 55% of the votes have been tallied in Wayne County. Right now, Harris has 58% of the vote. If we're going back to the Biden election 4 years ago, Biden won that county with 68% of the vote. Why is this particular county important, Rich? I'm sure you know this. This is one of the largest areas of
Like if you don't register by a certain
country. Can you tell us about how
That's how I was upset with my boys because this is the first year for both of them to be able to vote.
a major topic?
Omar could have voted and my oldest, but they were like now that everybody's voting, they're like, oh, I wanted to vote, I wanted to vote. Okay, well I told you guys to register, you told me no.
Michigan has
You
the
don't want
largest
to.
share
And now
of
you want to
Muslim and Arab American voters
I'm upset with
per
my kids
capita.
that they didn't at least
But I think that
exercise
there's
their
really
right to
been a
vote.
lot of
Even if you would have voted for just Harris and nobody else that you knew of on the ballot, you know what I mean? Exercise your
This
fucking
time
right
around,
to
there
vote.
was a poll taken by the Center for
I can't do the drop on this one because we on this
That
one. You
have
feel
been
me?
raised by a
in that
woman,
community. Remember, we're just
at
talking about
least
Muslim
protect my
Americans
uterus
was
because
actually
you
winning
said
a
fucking
plurality of the
vote.
vote. It's not that they necessarily led
Or can we?
Palestine
Let me
per se.
see.
It's
Hold
more
on. Let
they
me
were trying to send a
go
message to Vice
back.
President Harris that they wanted there to
Check
be an
it
arms
out.
embargo, and many of them blamed Joe Biden and
See
Vice
what we got
President
going on.
Harris.
Because I need more people in here.
Israel that are used in Gaza. So this really has been a lot of disaffected voters, Muslim voters. Some of them are going to Donald Trump. Some of them will be going to Jill Stein, and
Alright,
trying
y'all.
to tell them that she's a little bit
We
different
back?
from Joe Biden, that she too, and that she would favor some sort of a ceasefire.
Man.
Certainly you can see
Alright,
in
just
the,
have to
in
make
the
sure
numbers, she's not doing as
that went
well
up.
as Joe Biden.
I don't know. We're going to have to figure it out because apparently when I go live, it don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be subscribed to me. It's supposed to be showing me on the live for you
I
page
didn't
and
even know
all that.
about the statement that was made about Puerto Rico
Let's see
being
what else we
an
got,
island of
man.
garbage. I didn't hear about that until
I ain't gonna talk too much yet.
And the way
Cause I'm
news
trying to
works,
set it up.
I
Y'all
was
can listen
told
to the
that
folks. Y'all
when
can
I
listen to
dug and found out,
You know what I mean?
no, it was a comedian that said it. But still,
Let me know who you got and why you got.
it's misconstrued like that. Like,
even tighter. They're 19
If I-
So we looking at it right now. Got Trump up 50.9% over Kamala Harris. 48.1.
By just
Well, let's
1
go.
percentage point. We could be hearing from Dave McCormick here in a matter of moments.
People are
We can
hearing
see
this
the
now,
crowd,
but
someone get
that's
riled up at this.
I don't know what's
stage there
going
in
on.
Pennsylvania. So we'll take you out to this as
Did
soon
you
as
vote
that
this
is
year?
here on live now from Fox. Movement right now in
And did you not? And why you didn't vote this year? Let me know below.
former President Donald Trump. You see someone on the stage, you don't know if they're setting up the microphone, getting everything, the stage is set. Microphones are out at this point, but we're following the latest.
Trump
here
been
at
up this whole time.
Midnight now, 40 minutes past.
Kamala been dragged
Midnight
behind.
here on live now from Fox for this.
I don't know, man. It's looking like Trump might have this shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a lot of people might be mad.
From Jackie Heinrich, new reporting here saying two sources tell Jackie Heinrich close to the campaign say Harris will not address the crowd at
Yeah, this is my little
Howard
setup for now. Actual
Come out
setup,
and give
right?
remarks. Harris
You know what I'm saying?
expected
This way y'all can see
to
what I'm
speak
watching. Y'all can hear me.
Imagine the crowd there at Howard University disappointed by this. You can see maybe some of them.
So y'all think it's gonna be a riot? Y'all think any violence gonna happen behind this? Because when Trump had to get out that office,
I didn't even know.
he had people attack
Going off as
the
this past midnight there.
Pentagon, or I forgot what that was they attacked that year. So y'all think any violence gonna come out of this election tonight, man? You think If Trump loses, he gonna be a sore loser? Or do you think Kamala Harris knows how to keep it peaceful, be ladylike, a professional if she was to lose? Who you think gonna be the sore loser if there is one? I mean, obviously we don't have a loser, but is somebody gonna be a sore loser? Trump got a history of being a sore loser. That's the thing right there, y'all. Right now, it is 20 minutes to 1 a.m. East Coast time. And by the morning, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a president. They're going to be announcing it. It's going to be like Christmas for the elderly. You know what I mean? They're going to be feeling it.
I voted yes.
But did y'all know today wasn't just for presidency, you know, to run the country? You could have voted on anything. You could have voted on weed. You could have voted on Senate. You could have voted on anything in the government, basically, that had something to do with the government. So make sure y'all exercise those rights. Shout out to the boys that can't go and vote and the girls that can't go and vote. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, but you live to see and fight another day. You know what I mean? So shout out to yourselves, man. Don't worry about it. Let the other people go out there and do what they can do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't crying over no spilled milk over here. But yeah, I just want to do a quick little live tapping with y'all, see what y'all's doing. It's election night, so I wanted to document this, you feel me, with the mask on and the shades on. That's how I'm feeling right now. But yeah, man. Trump, Kamala. Oh, let me do it right, You got Trump, got Harris. Which side is you on and which one is you picking and why? Let me know, comment below. It's RSTFU TV.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying? We're going to be here giving y'all content constantly.
And there's a lot of...
We live, so let's see what they saying, y'all.
No Kamala Harris tonight at that podium at Howard University.
Kamala Harris, it will not be showing up to any podiums at her own watch party. This is just in breaking news, y'all. At Kamala Harris's watch party at Howard University, where Diddy used to go, I believe. She sent out somebody to speak for her.
We believe in you.
She's being a sore loser. I just asked who's being a sore loser. She's been down all night, so. Go Harris, look, everybody going home. Talking about Go Harris, everybody going home now.
Speech there from Cedric Richmond, the Harris campaign co-chair, saying Kamala Harris will not come out tonight.
Breaking news, Kamala Harris did not come out to speak to all her supporters that came out to see her. So that just tells me right there that she might be accepting the loss and taking in defeat in a bitter way, you know what I mean? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Actions speak louder than words. I literally just said this. This is breaking news. So yeah, man. Harris is not expected to speak tonight. All the supporters is walking out the exit as we speak right now. So I don't know, man. It's a sticky situation, yo. Now you know Trump. He like to stand on 10 toes and do his thing. So you know, if he get the chance, he gonna come out and talk his talk. I don't know, man. It's looking like Trump. It's looking like Trump. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Trump is going to pop out and speak to the fucking supporters, y'all. I ain't trying to get demonetized, so I ain't going to curse on here. But listen, Trump is coming out to speak to his supporters. That right there just shows you body language in itself. So Kamala Harris' watch parties are leaving as we speak right now. Look at them exiting, y'all. Y'all see them exiting? They're exiting as we speak. Look at Trump's party. Turning up. Turning up. Look at this. Look at empty seats, empty bleachers, sad campers. Alright, she's still turning up. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? My people. Gotta stick with your people, yeah. You know what I mean? They're chilling over there. But that's because they just hanging around. They loitering at this point. Everybody else going home. These dudes is loitering. You know what I mean? But look at the Trump. This look like a concert. This is a concert. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and say it on my live. I feel like we already know who's president just by looking at this. Like, why are they celebrating while everybody else is going home and sad and empty? Look, it took 5 minutes for everybody to disperse from this place. Did they know that already? Did they just tell them, like, yo, you're only going to be here for a couple hours? Don't worry about it. That's crazy. But look at Trump's team. His supporters still there. He's expected to speak is what they just came out and said. So, you know, Trump gonna come out here and attack it head on. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Rich.
I don't get why she didn't come out. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that might not have an effect on her election, but I don't know. They said somebody else said something about her family and stuff like that. And then go Harris. Like, if it's something about her family or whatever, or I don't know. I didn't even get to hear the message too well, but I feel like the message was delivered so quick that it was just like another excuse. You know what I mean? Election night, let's go, y'all. You voted, you got that little sticker that said I voted 2024, man. You should be up in this live commenting why you voted, where you voted. Nah, you ain't gotta drop a low. But you can definitely tell us who you supported. Go red, go blue. You know what I'm saying? Blue is empty right now. The house party's still going crazy for the red. Look at the states. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that little piece down there. I want 12 states.
Wisconsin, Arizona, Nevada. Is it very possible that
it looks like she got 12 states compared to, I don't want to count, but we know it's 50 states plus. So 12 to the 48, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It says more than half of Florida.
Gotta look at the map. It's self-explanatory. Let's listen to experts. Let them talk.
What? It has to get 60% of that. They didn't legalize weed.
What you mean?
They just got the results. They do it for weed. They didn't legalize
Yeah, boy. Yeah, niggas. I mean, there's no more legal dispos, huh? Right?
that. I don't know.
Yeah, boy. God blessing all the trap N words. You already know, bro. I'm trying to get monetized, so that's why I'm not saying it. But you catch me on Facebook and all that, I'm talking how I want. You feel me? But God bless them. We back out here, baby. Y'all just heard that breaking news. She came and told me. You feel me? Yeah, man. So they said the leaf won't be legalized. I want to know why. Now I'm mad. That was just me reacting to breaking news. But once it sets in, I'm mad. I want to know, why didn't y'all legalize it? What's the reason? I think Trump was on the side.
What's the reason?
Yeah! Check this out. I know you're gonna dig this.
I don't know, but you know what? I'm pretty sure when my man Trump get in office, he's actually gonna make sure everything gets legit. He's closer to us, my side, my people. I feel like than Kamala is, because she's been against us for all these years. Trump speaks his mind. He blunt as fuck. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. If he's blunt. And if he feel a certain way about you, I feel like he's gonna speak up and say it instead of being a snake and slither around it and hide behind closed doors and stuff like that. So we like stuff like that. We support stuff like that. I'm not really on the red side or the blue side. I'm just on the real side. Yeah, boy. Yeah, man.
Here we go again.
You know what I mean? If y'all want me to pod, I can really pod too. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just letting it cool, letting the people rack in as they pop out. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for practice at this point. I'm trying to figure out why my page don't say live. Like the people that subscribe to me get the notifications. But when I go and look at my page, it don't say. Click on it and then it'll say live and then you can click on it. Like where they do that at? Because look, let me show y'all. Just in case y'all think I'm lying, let me show y'all. Live. I'm going live, right? Hold on. Hold on. Go live. YouTube, at YouTube, this is my problem with y'all. Why does everybody else... Oh my God. Come on, man. My bad. Why does everybody else have the live button, right? Can y'all see that? The live button, right? Y'all see that? Make sure I can't see what y'all see because I got my phone turned around. I'm using my red camera. Anyway, if you could see that, that say live. Right next to their names. Right next to their name. Right next to their name. This is my thing. You go to RSTFU TV, there's no live red button right there. You gotta click on my name. What's up with that? Y'all know anything about that? Like, if you got a low on that, give me the low, because I'm about to pull up the YouTube with the same mask on, same shades, so you don't know what's going on, and we're gonna figure it out. But nah, seriously though, I'm really mad. I wanna know, why does it do that? Like, is that a shadow ban? Somebody explain that to me. Election night going crazy in the background, all that. But I need answers to this. Why is my thing not say live right there? And I made sure it's public too. Yeah, I know I sound like a Karen. What does your mom sound like when she complains? What does your pop sound like when she complains? Come on, man. I don't want to hear none of that. But guess what? It's election night. We're going crazy on the live. That's why we ain't got too much people up in here where I could interact with stuff like that, because YouTube over here shadow banning me. Or is they just making sure that nobody knows that I'm live? And then the crazy thing is, when I go on people's lives, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, leave that, right?
And George W. Bush said, are you saying that you're rescinding my endorsement?
Nah. Let me not even do that. That's not even what I'm talking about. Because when I be on shorts and I go on live, they showing me everybody else lives, man. What's up with that? This election. Now I'm about to really pod, because I'm really getting mad the more I talk about it. That's a crazy thing. I started off as a joke, joking on myself, but now I'm really getting mad. I got questions like, why don't no one see my live? Why don't y'all got me in it? Yeah, man. Who run YouTube? Like, we know Tom got Facebook. We know Elon got Twitter. Who runs YouTube? Yeah, boy! We got questions. And the streets got answers for you. Because we need to know why you got RSTFU TV shadow ban, nigga.
What a great group of friends. We are so honored to have you all here today. And how about my wife, Dina?
Huh? That's what we want to know.
And I are partners in this whole thing, and I wouldn't have done it without
Yeah,
you.
man. I ain't got too much to say, man. I'm finna pop up off, get back up off there.
Something that we
Feel me? I just came on here just to show face, just cause.
And none of this would have ever happened without Dina. So thank you, Dina.
Yeah, man.
And now I want to just ask the question: who's ready to save America?
Yeah.
Got to do it. And listen,
Got
this
too much
election
going
night's
on.
not
That's
quite
why I'm
over.
trying to.
But
I'm gonna cut it
about
short.
85% of the vote is in.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
we've looked at where all
I don't know how much time we
and
doing.
it looks like we're
How much time
headed in a
we doing.
very good direction.
Oh, go to it, bro.
When we started this, Dina and I looked at the country. We feel like we've been blessed by everything America has to offer. Two of the luckiest people in the world. But that opportunity, that American dream is slipping
Also,
away.
make sure y'all go and check out the IG. That is respectfully STFU.tv. Make sure y'all already subscribe to this channel right here. Respectfully STFU @RSTFU_TV. You can also find me at anything if you hashtag that. RSTFU_TV. Just hashtag that. You can find anything that you're looking for that's got something to do with us. Besides that, I think that's all I really got for y'all, man. Y'all already know. It's dope from the flow. Look out for these interviews. I'm about to drop on y'all. I gotta get some what I need? I need what's these pictures called, man? I need a graphic artist. If you do graphics, man, you know what I'm saying? I need a helping hand, man. You know what I'm saying? And I am not scared to pay for what I gotta pay for. I could probably do it myself. I just don't be having time to. But to be honest though, I got a lot of stuff coming. We got interviews coming by underground artists. I got a bunch of music I'm about to drop on y'all from up and coming artists such as myself as well. We got a whole album I'm about to drop on y'all heads as well. And let me see. I don't know what else we got coming. Oh, shows, movies. Yeah, that's right. I said movies. As far as shows, you're gonna see those first. Cooking in your kitchen. I got that going crazy. Make sure you subscribe to my TikTok too. RSTFU_TV at TikTok. You know what I'm saying? On TikTok. My bad. I said at TikTok. What else? We also got Cooking in Your Kitchen. The channel is also up and loaded up on TikTok as well. Let me see, what else we got? I'm trying to just think of anything off the top of my head, you know what I mean? I don't have no list, and I'm not organized where I be writing stuff down to be like, yeah, make sure I shout this out. I just do it all the mental. Let me see, shout out my man Trump. Looking like he taking this one strong way, you know what I mean? Cause he ain't back out and walk out the back door like Kamala did. I'm not hating. I'm just telling y'all the truth. If you Team Blue, you should be mad. Not at me. Be mad at Kamala, cause she's taking this up the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to be celebrating and drinking champagne like my man Trump doing right now. He about to get on that podium and tell the real and tell him how he about to run the country for the next 4 years. I don't mean to sound like I'm on the fence about him, but what I'm saying is real recognize real, man. You know what I mean? That's my narrative. That's what I'm doing. That's how I like to do it, man. You know what I mean? So that's another one from your boy. Yeah, man. I just want to pop up on him real quick, man. Real quick, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. Boy! No, not a bad smell.
I don't think
I don't mean a bad smell.
I'm trying to wait.
I thought about that.
Soon, Trump to speak to supporters in West Palm Beach, Florida. Let's go. Yeah, so you know, if you see where this location at, we got the live out here in Orlando. So I'm about to go and drive to Trump's rally right now and go watch him speak in West Palm Beach. You already know. So should we wait? I think we should wait. I don't know, because I might not make it, you know what I mean? So my man Trump about to get up there and just talk that talk. We're going to wait. Is Trump gonna do his thing, or is he gonna act like a Kamala? He gonna get up there and do what he's supposed to, like, yeah, boy. He don't walk out the back door. He approach problems face up, head up. He said, let's bring this back to 2016. Yeah, man, Kamala's up out of here, man. I don't know what she's doing, bro. See, that's why people not gonna vote now, because they just seen her just leave out the back door. Like, come on, dog. Trump walking us down right now. Look at the stats, man.
Just a little bit, but also what we heard from
look at the stats. 246 to 210. 246 to 210. It's not a landslide, but it ain't that close. Because if it was any closer, they would have been like, oh no, it's close. Look at it. He's like, it's a good one, yeah. But no, it's not. Look at this nigga. Sore loser.
Good evening to HU. I want to say good evening to all of the Harris campaign, the campaign family. Thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in the promise of America. We still have votes to count. We still have states that have not been called yet. We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that
so they sent this sore loser back out here to say this.
That every voice has
because he was trying to leave out the back door. They're like, hold on, wait, you gotta go back. You can't go with us. You gotta go and talk to the people. You here for Kamala.
My dad used
She will be back
the
here
school
tomorrow
boards, or
to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation. So thank you. We believe in you. May God bless you. May God keep you. And go HU and go Harris.
Go HU and go Harris. Why would you put HU before Kamala Harris, the president?
Harris
My
campaign
dad
just a little bit
had-
ago. We wanted to bring you to those because there was only 9 minutes for lunch. So Harris would not be speaking tonight here on this election eve. We're also expecting to hear from
And then
Donald Trump.
another one.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Already
Mamba.
on their feet,
Bottle
waiting
that-
again
it
to
looks
take the
like
stage.
it's kind of
And this
crooked a
comes
little bit,
as
that
we
one.
learn.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
And then there's one for men.
Your girl ran from the fade through the back door. My man Trump came out swinging.
Let's continue on this
Swinging.
one more time here on Live Down the Box before we hear from the former President Donald Trump. Could be
I'm gonna stay on live just until we hear Trump speak.
one Georgia being called for him and maybe how closer.
I'm gonna stay on live just to hear him speak, man.
Very important state. It's a state that Bill Clinton won in 1992, lost in 1996. Barack Obama was the only president. Barack Obama rather carried it, and Joe Biden certainly carried it in 2020. So it's a very critical state. It's a state that Vice President Harris spent 2 days just simply going around the state, going from event to event. They spent an enormous amount of time trying to muster the electoral votes of Georgia. I think they viewed it as absolutely critical. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily decisive, but the fact that they've lost North Carolina was the closest state that Donald Trump won last time, and Georgia, which Joe Biden barely won last time by about 11,000 votes. It's something that it's a good omen for the Trump campaign.
Rich. Yeah, ultimately rich. Let's kind of play this out for us here. So we're talking about Trump with 247 electoral votes at this, and that means he needs 23 more. Pennsylvania has 19 electoral votes. Michigan has 15. Wisconsin 10. I've already gone over some of these little districts in Maine and Nebraska.
One more state and it's over.
Looks like this is the first time I'm seeing that we're starting to see some results out of Nevada. Let's pull this up. 75% of the votes being tallied. Looks like Trump has 51, just about 51% of the vote. Harris with 47.6% of the vote. So it looks like Trump has a 3-point advantage in Nevada with 3/4 of the vote tabulated. Rich, your reaction?
Yes, well, Nevada is a state that's only has 6 electoral votes. It's really the smallest of the showdown states. It's a state that if you go back to last weekend, last Friday, for example, Vice President Harris was in Reno. Donald Trump was in North Las Vegas. The state that you have Clark County, which is 70% of the state, which includes Las Vegas, which tends to be more Democrat, and then you have Reno and Carson City kind of up on the edge, kind of on the northwestern part of the state. And then you have a lot of very rural counties. Sometimes it's very hard to have a ground game because you're talking about very few voters. But if you can really maximize yourself in some of those kind of rural areas for the Republican, it can very much benefit. It can very much benefit the Republican presidential candidate. But I think this certainly does not bode well for President Harris in that seat. Obviously, when you're there the weekend before the election, and you're in a place like Reno, it's a state that you expect to win, and it's a state that you believe is critical to your political future.
No, that is a very good point, Rich, as we're continuing to follow the latest with all of this. And I do want to put up just the other one because I think Austin talked about it where it was 23, and we were talking about it just a little bit ago, it's only 24, but this was the one vote, the one electoral vote that he did get out of Nebraska.
Where Trump at, man? We just wait.
It's a little bit of an
We need to hear from Trump. Y'all talking these stats back and forth. Ain't nothing gonna change. Nothing's gonna change right now, y'all.
And you talk about Pennsylvania being so very, very important. What other states could be
like
focusing
every
on,
election? I feel like they do the same thing. They make it seem like, oh, she can still come back. Oh, not she. The opposing side that's losing, the underdog can still come back. Whether the majority of the states wanted them to win or the popular in the man wanted them to win, they always make it seem like, oh yeah, we still got to the warning, we still got to this. Now Trump is up 35, 36
it's very hard to see a scenario
electoral votes or something like that, I believe. Like, it's a wrap. I'm not sure if it's electoral votes, whatever the voting scale that they're using. Say up 246 to 210. That's 36 more than where she need to be.
She really needs she really needs almost an inside straight to be victorious here.
Exactly what I just said is what he's saying behind me. And I'm just talking to y'all so y'all know I ain't just here just not paying no attention, just going live for no reason.
Appreciate you on this big night.
Thank you, I greatly
And
enjoyed it.
I'm nowhere near no professional. I don't follow politics at all. But I thought this would be good for the people to go live and just hear what y'all gotta say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're gonna have to. I might have to create another page or something. Because I want to know what's up with this, man. Why we not going live and people not seeing us live like this convention hall right?
As well. So
that's
he will
kind
be
of crazy.
soon to take the stage. Let's line away for a quick tune break. We'll be back.
Yeah, as they take a TV break, I'm taking me a TP break. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's crazy.
Check this out. Yeah, boy.
That's crazy. You see how we look at them. Oh, we good. We good. We good. We good. Oh, I'm tripping. I didn't make nothing to eat. I low-key got stuff I could eat, though. But I didn't make nothing to eat. It's a difference. Y'all be cooking in your house? If not, subscribe to my channel called Cooking in Your Kitchen on YouTube and TikTok right now.
All right, welcome back to the Live Back from Boston. We are taking live look out in Palm Beach, Florida at the watch party for former President Donald Trump. Here on your screen, a live look as we can see RFK Jr. And we are expecting the former president to make some remarks already the day after Election Day has passed. Thank you all for sticking with us here throughout this day, and it keeps on going. My name is Karel Lahara. So once again, a couple of vantage points that we have here. We also have this one, a close-up look at the podium there, in which we are awaiting
Y'all getting this action right
the
now?
former president to speak up, make some remarks. Not really
Trump
sure
about to
when
take
that's
that
gonna get
podium
started at this
and he
point,
about
but
to
it's
say
just one
something
of the
epic.
stories
That's what
that
we
we
live
can
and that's what we
follow
here for.
And so while we wait for this to get underway, let's kind of backtrack a little bit and talk about what we have seen throughout these last several hours. So to do that, I would like to bring into the conversation once again my colleague and friend here, Austin Westfall. Austin has been with us all day long today, and man, a lot of stuff to keep track of. Austin.
Karel, good to be with you as we close out our evening here, at least in our West Coast newsroom. Let's pull up the map that we've been staring at all night, and let's just get a gist of where things stand for now. Harris is at 210. Trump is just 23 electoral votes away. 23 electoral votes away from the big prize. Where can he get those 23 electoral votes? Well,
There's a couple
19
states.
in Pennsylvania.
There you go.
That, paired with Michigan, will do it. Pennsylvania, paired with Wisconsin, that'll do it. Michigan, paired with Wisconsin, that'll do it as well. Alaska, Pink right now. We're finally starting to get some results in from Alaska. Right now, the preliminary results, 15% of the vote in right now. Trump, as expected, has a pretty healthy lead, about a 15-point lead over Harris. 3 electoral votes at stake in Alaska. Let's just zoom in before we bring in our next guest, because I just want to bring you the latest numbers and the latest vote tallies out of the battlegrounds. Wisconsin right now has tabulated 86% of the votes, and right now Trump has roughly a 4-point lead over Harris. Let's look at Michigan. 61% of the votes have been counted, and that's a sizable lead that Trump has in Michigan. Still, 39% of the votes to be tallied.
Right back, y'all.
At this point, we're talking about Trump having roughly about a 6% vote. He has quite the advantage over Harris in Michigan
that's good.
right now. Pennsylvania, let's pull this up. 90% of the votes counted so far.
That's
and
perfect for
considered the
y'all.
most
Y'all get to see
pivotal
everything I'm
swing
seeing.
state. We have 51.2% of the vote going for Donald Trump so far. 90% of the ballots have been counted. So we're talking about roughly a 3.5% advantage for Trump in the Keystone State. We've now been getting results in from states like Nevada. Nevada, it was taking a bit. We didn't get anything from them for quite some time, but now 3/4 of the vote is in. Trump has around a 3-point lead in Harris in Nevada. Arizona, we're not entirely sure if we'll get any more vote tallies in for the rest of the night. Arizona has been stuck at 51% ever since they released their initial batch. All of this is to say, Kuro, when we zoom out on this map, we see a whole lot of red, we see a whole lot of pink. What we don't have yet is an official race call from AP. We'll leave it at that for now.
All right, Austin, and I know you've been a trooper here, out for hours, so we're going to have to wait and see, like you said, still kind of waiting for more of these results to be confirmed, and we do have this tracker here on our screen. Right now, 247 and 210 for Harris. It's a countdown to 270. Austin Westfall, we'll check in soon. All right, let's continue on here.
I have
Yes,
shorts on.
I do want to bring you once again out to this live picture of the podium there in
This is
Palm
a
Beach,
sports
Florida.
bra.
As I said before, we are waiting to see if
This
we're going
is
to
a
hear from
sports
former
bra, but
President
my
Donald
tits are
Trump.
so
Right now,
big,
that
it
is
drops.
kind of the news that's going around here.
So it's supposed
And
to
we
be.
do know that a little earlier today, we were informed that Vice President Kamala Harris was not going to be speaking to all of her supporters that came out to see her at
I
Howard
do, it's right
University.
here.
That was her alma mater. In Washington, D.C. Now, while we wait for this to get underway, let's continue to talk more about these campaign strategies and more specifically why did some of these candidates choose to speak.
Extra low.
And
But I also think it's
Yeah, they calm down now, so I take them off mute. See if they stay on good terms, good behavior.
The momentum going into
Trump
this
is still
evening,
waiting for Trump to
particularly
speak.
now.
I'm in the
I think there's a
kitchen
lot of
mixing right now,
excitement
going
around
crazy.
some of the numbers
Feel
that
me?
have come back.
So we'll see.
And the statistical
But if
possibility of a Harris
continues,
victory
I'll
is
probably end the
diminished
live real quick.
tremendously by how you're seeing Trump
But I'm trying to
outperform
hold
some of
it
these
down until
areas of
Trump gets on the
Pennsylvania,
screen, y'all.
and particularly doing
Bear with
better
me.
than he did in some areas than he did in 2016 even. And then you also see a Harris underperforming some of the areas that she needs to win. And, you know, what she had to do was to recreate the Biden coalition in 2020 and get that coalition out, and then also hope that a lot of the kind of disaffected Trump voters didn't show up, didn't support him. Some of the undecideds leaned toward her and not toward him. And that didn't really materialize tonight in states like Georgia and North Carolina, which they saw as potential pickup states. Again, the other thing is very telling about this election in terms of some of the results is that we're seeing many of the kind of urban cities that have traditionally been very Democratic. They're still Democratic, but it's about that margin. You know, Trump's margins are a little bit better than they were in 2020, and in a swing state, that makes a lot of difference. And so. Again, I think that everybody's kind of reading into that data, looking at the statistical probabilities, looking at, what is the percent chance of being able to win, and how many votes you need left with all of the votes that have come in states like Pennsylvania. And they're doing the math too, and they know that, in all likelihood, you're looking at a victory. So again, I think both sides are doing that calculation, and as traditionally, the victor's going to address his or her constituency groups and supporters that evening of the election.
Casey, hindsight is 2020, and I just had to put up this live picture that we have there because you can see the crowd kind of going wild, dancing around. There's a lot of optimism, a lot of momentum there in Florida, even though we're way past midnight at this point. But I want to bring us back to just last night, actually, because we did have some dueling campaign rallies. At the same time, we heard a speech from Vice President Harris in Philadelphia, her final one before Election Day, and then we heard from former President Trump in Grand Rapids, Michigan. To just kind of compare and contrast both of those speeches, I think Harris spoke for about maybe 20 minutes or so. Trump went for almost 2 hours. Do you think that was really appealing to those supporters, based on what we've seen today with these elections?
I think Trump's supporters are very loyal, and I think that his base clearly has an affection for him, and that's the kind of speech they want to hear, and they're very receptive to that message. I think Trump really did in the last days of the campaign seize upon a lot of issues. I mean, he took a negative, which was the comedian's joke about garbage, and then used Biden's comment to then reverse that negative momentum for himself. And so again, that's really kind of the momentum going into the end of the campaign. Some of the things that he was doing, I mean, we think about, and there will be a lot of kind of after the fact analysis of what went on into this election and what made him win in some of these states that were really kind of toss-up states. But I think a lot of it has to do with just consistency of message, staying on message, having events, having rallies. It's an unconventional way of campaigning. It's not the traditional going door to door and canvassing. It's also not a campaign that outraised its opponent. So that's been a kind of a narrative that we've seen in a lot of elections where, the person that raises the most money wins. Harris had a campaign fundraising advantage on Trump. So again, I think that it kind of the momentum going into the end, and there were some people kind of reading those signs, and it was not polling, it was just sort of gut instinct saying, there's some momentum here, there's something going on that we think that this may end in a Trump victory. And so I think that that's really one of those things that polls may not capture very well. It's just enthusiasm and just sort of the momentum of the campaign, and we saw that with Trump. And Harris had some of that as well with celebrity endorsements and some of her supporters coming out for her rallies as well. But again, it just seemed like Trump had that edge in that area. So I would say that this is something that maybe a lot of his supporters were anticipating. I think they were cautious about it, though, just given the fact that they had lost in 2020 and given the fact that, some of these polls were just such razor-thin margins.
So speaking on the fact that so many analysts are going to be looking at this, again, kind of backtracking a little bit here when we compare Trump and Harris and getting to this pivotal moment, now in the election cycle where we're seeing this, tight margins, but at the same time, like you were mentioning, how Harris, she did have all of that optimism right at the beginning. And now it's kind of materialized to this point where it's looking like, the former president is really ahead in many of these states, kind of garnering all of that. When we think about the messaging that both of them had, what are some of the comparisons that you can draw on that perhaps, Trump or Harris even maybe were stronger at kind of driving that point home and having voters trust in them?
So I think that what Trump understood in his messaging was that he understood what resonated with voters. And so the big issues, the economy, immigration, crime, and then also reproductive rights is another issue that's more of a Democratic issue. But the top three issues of immigration, economy, and crime were something that Trump was running ahead on. Now, what Harris and the Democrats were running on was a kind of a stance of anti-Trump sentiment, and I think they were also running on
just to let you know,
reproductive rights, which had actually
anything
been
that you
very
might have heard
successful
does not
talking point for
reflects the
Democrats in
thoughts and
2022
reviews
during
of
those
this
midterm
page,
elections. So,
RSTFU_TV.
they're running on that, but
That's
again,
only the
Trump, I
thoughts
think,
that come
had
out of
a
my
message that
mouth
resonated
and what you
with
see that comes out of
some of
my
these
face.
voters that
If
may
you hear
have
anything
decided
that
when
comes
they
out
voted
of
for
this
2016
environment,
and voted for
just
Biden
know they are
in 2020.
not supported
So I
by
think that as we look back on the election,
RSTFU_TV.
that's going to be one
Those
of the
thoughts
big
and
issues
views
that we
are
are
based
talking
on
about in
that
terms
person
of,
and that person
what was
alone.
the
That
kind of
is our
messaging
disclaimer, y'all.
around each
And with
candidate.
that being
The
said,
other thing is that I
America,
think there's
we
going to be a
enjoy
lot
our
of
freedom of
discussion
speech,
around
don't we?
how
Because
Harris
we have to
came
drop
in
stuff like
to
that
being
when
the
we say
nominee.
things,
So
right?
we had Biden as the nominee,
Jesus.
had a terrible debate
Trump
performance, and
fixed
then Harris
this.
emerges as the nominee, not going through that
Good.
primary kind of fight that
Nah, I just got to
most
stream
candidates
it
have
on
to go
there
through.
now. I'm trying to really
And
wait
did that
until
hurt
Trump
her
is
in a
on.
way to
But
not
I don't know,
introduce
it's
her
plain
to the
possible.
American public? Did that
If y'all
hurt
look,
her
take a
in
look
the
at the
ability to
blue.
just get organized?
Right now, they over
Does
there
that
showing
slow
all the
momentum? And
empty
we know
states.
historically
They are
speaking,
giving y'all the
candidates that come
rundown
out
of the
really
50
tight
states and where everybody
primary
was
fights are weaker in
supporting
the general. So she didn't
Kamala
have that,
Harris
but
is
she
now
also,
empty.
the Democrats as a
The
whole,
janitors are
didn't
sweeping up
coalesce
everything,
around
picking
the
up
candidate
everything that's
early
off the
enough.
floor.
I think another
The
question
vendors
that
have
we're gonna
already
have in kind of
exited the building. Have
election
already,
analysis should Trump prevail.
meanwhile, this
is,
MAGA
was
party's
her
going
vice
crazy right
presidential
now.
selection the right one? And so there's going to be a lot of talk.
This party's going crazy. Trump's still supposed to get up on here and
particularly in a
speak.
state like Pennsylvania.
My bad, I took a
But
little
again,
break.
it's all
I was
kind of,
cooking in my
hindsight
kitchen.
being 2020.
Shameless
And
plug.
also making a lot of
So I went up in there and I just made some,
kind of caused
what's that
a
called?
certain result.
I made
think it's an
marinara
amalgamation
sauce
of
just
things in
now.
this
You
election
don't
that
believe
really
me?
has led to the
I'll
point
teach you
that
the
we are
recipe.
right
Just
now.
go and subscribe. Yeah, but I just made some marinara sauce.
Morning over there on the East Coast.
Kinda like a,
so we have been up very late here, of course, here in News
like a season base. I know y'all here for the election. Y'all ain't here to hear about food.
Any final thoughts
But,
you have maybe when
yeah,
it
put us
comes
in there
to
shutting it
the
up.
political strategy, the
I didn't
campaign,
eat
and
too
how
much
we
today.
handled this
I
really
ate real light.
surprising
I ate
election
real
cycle,
light.
I
I
would
was
say.
real-
I mean, it was only a few months
Real light on
ago
the food
that
today.
it was Joe Biden that was going to be running as the Democratic nominee.
Yeah, I got some mozzarella sticks going right now, so I'm
This has
gonna eat.
probably been the most unusual
I'm trying to stream up
election in
until my
history
boy
of the
gets
United
on here.
States.
I might as well just eat.
Just the events that took
I might as well
place,
just go ahead
the
and
way
eat.
that the
Cause waiting for
campaign
him, I'm gonna be waiting forever.
played out. I think maybe even
But,
what we're going to see tonight in the campaign results. One of the things.
Oh yeah, I got mozzarella sticks and I made some flaming hot Cheetos boudin balls. If y'all go and check out my page, y'all actually see it in the shorts down below. If you go into the shorts, the short menu. So I'm about to crush on those. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, let's stream that stream though.
More as the night goes on, but it's Republican majority in the Senate. What's the House going to look like? If Trump's elected, does he have two chambers? And how is he going to leverage that to get his agenda through? And so this is just an unusual election. It's a long election night, but something that I think is really going to result in, I think, a net victory for Republicans.
Thank you.
Oof, that's a big statement there to say, but maybe not so bad given the facts that we've seen and kind of how everything has played out throughout the day today. Just before this, I mean, it was, nobody really knew who was going to come out on top, but that's just how elections go, right? In this election cycle. Casey Myers there, a public relations professor at Virginia Tech. We appreciate your time. We hope to check in soon, and we'll have to see how this all plays out.
Thank you.
Y'all want to see what I'm making?
We want to step away for a quick commercial.
Let's show y'all.
We're live now for
They taking a commercial break. I'm gonna take a commercial break, but I'm gonna take y'all with me.
Former President Donald Trump, if he's going to speak, it's kind of expected that he will.
Before we end this stream, y'all, I'm gonna take y'all with me and show y'all what I'm doing. Just in case y'all don't believe that I made this tomato marinara sauce. Let me show y'all. I had to bring y'all to the kitchen. Yeah, dirty dish, everything. Oh no, this had a rotten tomato in it. I didn't even use that. This is the pot that I use for the tomato sauce. And where's the tomato sauce pan? I just had it. Hold up, y'all. Can't be showing y'all my whole kitchen. It's clean. I just don't want to show y'all. There goes my damn ball right there. There goes my mozzarella sticks. Still got my minced garlic out that I use. Let me see, y'all. Hold on, I'm not showing y'all the MTV Cribs right now. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's where it is. I use the same bowl to make my sauce. Yeah, but basically, you take some tomato sauce. That's all I had was some tomato sauce. I took some Parmesan cheese, some red crushed peppers, and then I threw in some mozzarella cheese. Cooked that down, then threw it into the freezer so it could get cold. It's still a little hot. Let me see. Yeah, that bottom's really hot. Yep. And I added ketchup. I added ketchup to get the thickness that I was looking for, the consistency. See, there goes that heat. On the left side, this side right here is hot. And right side, actually, this side right here with my fingers tapping it is actually cold because it's been in the freezer. Let me mix that up, though. Yeah, man, so I'm trying to multi-stream with y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We're going to have to get YouTube right and see what's up. I don't know why they got me shadow banned and people's not coming in. It's like, it's crazy, yo. Got me talking to myself damn near the whole stream, y'all. How you going to even get monetized if nobody can see the live? Nobody's going back and watching a live. Come on, man. It's crazy. All right. There goes that heat again. All right, throw this back in there. Well, these bad boys should be done. Yeah, they done. I'm gonna show y'all what this is looking like since we on commercial break with the Trump campaign. I got one boudin ball left. I've been eating Italian food all day, so I think I'm gonna just do some mozzarella sticks right here. And then I got a boudin ball. If y'all want to see the inside, y'all just got to go check out my food page. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to crack it right now. I'm waiting till my food, you know what I'm saying, does what it got to do. Yeah. All right.
Next year, I think look at this. So AP has not called it just yet. Fox News is reporting, though, that former President Donald Trump did win Pennsylvania. Now, that's one of the states that we are really watching out for here. If anything, it's the one that we have been monitoring all day today, because Harris's clear path to victory would have been to win Pennsylvania. And then I want to bring up this as well, as we talk about New Hampshire, some more of these states that we continue to track here. The AP has called this one, however, Vice President Kamala Harris winning New Hampshire there, 51% to 48. To continue this conversation, I'd like to bring in to the program now, obviously, someone all day today, my colleague here, Austin Westfall. Austin, fill us in. What are we tracking?
Let's take a look at the map. Let's pull it up. So, we're looking at 214 for Harris at this point. Trump still at 247. Now, the Associated Press has not called Pennsylvania yet. That's where we're going to be getting our figures from. The Associated Press has not been able to call it yet. We have heard from Fox News that they've called that race. As soon as we hear any major updates from the Associated Press, we'll bring those to you as soon as it comes through. But for now, here's what we're working with. We have Alaska in play. We've got Pennsylvania in play, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Trump at 247. That means that he's going to need 23 electoral votes in order to claim the top prize. Where can he get those 23 from? Well, 19 of them can't come from
So they finna just keep running some in these circles, man. It's your boy Joe from the Folk. Y'all already know. RCFU TV. Go check us out on Instagram, respectfully, stfu.tv. Also, hashtag RCFU_TV. Joe from the Folk. I got interviews, all types of content coming out. I just finished cooking in my kitchen. I smell my own food. And I'm like, we gotta speed this up. It's taking a little too long. And then on top of that, you're just saying the same stats over and over. Y'all see how much red is conquered?
Go around, because it is fascinating to see how these battleground states have played out over the night.
Love you.
We're now at 88%.
It's over, y'all. Trump is gonna be our president. That's the 2024 election, y'all. Trump versus Harris. Trump is the almighty winner. I don't know. That's just my prerogative. They're gonna tell us as soon as we wake up. They're gonna be counting these votes all night. If Trump got anything to do with it, he might double count the votes and win by a landslide. Y'all know that's why he is indicted right now. I don't know if y'all gonna drop comments. I don't know if y'all gonna subscribe. I don't know if y'all gonna tell anybody. But if you do like this content, please pull back up. That's one thing I do want y'all to do. Pull back up, check on me, make sure I'm doing good. Wellness checks are very positive. We need them. Mental health is an illness, y'all, and we all need to stick together. I'm just blabbering right now. I'm doing the same thing he doing on TV. But what's the difference between me and him? He's just saying the same thing twice. He's just literally running back in circles and circles and circles and circles. Everybody want to go outside and just scream together? All right, I'm out of here, man. It's RCFU TV, you know. And I'm about to go ahead to West Palm Beach and go party with Trump. He just texted me on my phone and told me he waiting for me. That's why he ain't pop out yet. In the meantime, between time, y'all be safe, though. It's your boy. Yer!